All right. All right. So, disclaimer. I am recording from a different computer than I usually record from. So if things are a little weird, if the video does something crazy, if it goes cuckoo, I don't know. Um, Hopefully my words match my mouth. No, some videos the words don't match your mouth. But anywho, so we are here on day 45 of my Keto 90-day personal challenge. By the way, this is my third time trying to do this video because I'm having some technical difficulties with computers, my kids, and everything else in between. So yeah, I might be a little irritable, but I'm excited to make this video nevertheless. All right, so whew, all right, I did. Let's just back up because since it's day 45, that means that I weighed in today. So today was a big day. Today was a big day. Every 15 days is a big day for me because I weigh in every 15 days, right? So the first time I weighed in, because we're going to get into these results right away, but we need a little history before we get into these results. So we're going to do a little history, on my journey thus far. So the first time I weighed in on day 1 of my keto challenge, right? I weighed in on day 1. Before I put anything in my mouth that day, I weighed myself. And when I weighed myself, I was 180 pounds. Yes, you heard me right, 180 pounds. I had been 180 pounds before, and I had vowed that I wasn't going back to 180 pounds, and there I was at 180 pounds. And so, it really bothered me. I knew that I was going to go to keto. I was like, if I don't do whatever I do decide to do to get this weight off, whether it be working out, or whatever, I'm implementing keto. Okay? Because it works for me. It does things that I want it to do. It gives me energy. Not only am I losing weight, but I have energy and my body is being carved out. Okay. My body is being carved out. When I do keto, or when I've done other types of, weight loss journeys, I have shredded weight, but it also contributed to, like me having to make sure that I was like doing some extra toning because I am not an advocate for saggy skin. I don't want saggy skin. So I realize when I do keto, it's almost like I'm toning without even having to work out. I do toning workouts anyway, just because I would like a tight body. And I realize with keto, it gives me that carved out tight body that I want. Now, I ain't there yet, but it's coming along. um, so, so yeah, I started out at 180. All right. At my 15-day weigh-in, I was at 173. Right. At my 30-day weigh-in, the scale said I was 174. And I was not happy. Not happy. Okay. But I was like, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. I don't know why this scale is saying that I'm 174. I've never gained weight on keto before, ever. I've done keto. This is the third time that I have decided to implement keto in my daily living. So I was like, I've never gained weight before. So when I gained that 1 pound, I caught myself evaluating what I was doing, looking at what I was eating, I made some changes. I really did. I made changes. I found myself kind of snacking at night, um, on like skins and peanut butter, thinking, oh, it wouldn't hurt anything. Um, I wasn't consistent with my workout. And I didn't realize that those skins are so many calories. Yes, they're zero carbs, and that's fine. But you also have to understand that there are macros, I'm talking about micros, macros that you have to pretty much keep a handle on. It's not like you have to literally like put a magnifying glass to your macros, okay? But they are important. They are important if you have different things you want to do. If you want to bulk up, that's one thing. If you want to lose weight, that's another. If you want toning, that's another. So if you're very specific about what you want while you're on the keto journey, then macros can be very important. Um, so for me, I realized that I just needed to stop buying I just needed to stop buying them because they weren't helping me. Um, and that eating late, getting those little late night hunger pains, that wasn't helping me. So I decided to cut it out. And so when I weighed myself today, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I made some adjustments to my diet, but seeing the scale go up for the first time ever being on keto, the last time I weighed myself had me a little bit nervous. I felt like there's a possibility that the scale could go up another pound. And so I literally said in my mind, 175. I wouldn't even weigh in when I got up this morning. Like typically, my thing is weigh in first thing in the morning. I didn't even want to weigh in. I got up, I brushed my teeth, I put on my gym clothes, I got my daughter together, I like lounged around, I did my Bible app. I'm doing all these things just to avoid from getting on the scale because I'm nervous and I'm scared. Like I'm anxious. Like I'm excited to get on, but I'm like, if I gain a pound again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like somebody's gonna get slapped. I mean, that's just how I felt. So I was like, do you really get on the scale? So it took me about maybe 30 minutes of contemplating, like, all right, girl, I'm just like, go for it. Get on the scale, whatever. Tell yourself 175. So that way, if you see 175, then you don't feel disappointed. I'm not kidding you guys. That's the only thing that made me get on the scale. I was like 175, 175. Knowing that 175 would be me gaining a pound. But I felt like, whatever. At least I won't be disappointed. I know. So, since there is so much power in the things that we say, and we don't realize that there's so much power in the things that we say, I got on the scale, and guess what it said? 175. Exactly. 175. I spoke that into existence. 175, which means I would have gained a pound from the last 15 days, right? I said to myself, wow, wow. I was speechless. I started to feel a little twingy, like, the crazy part of my personality started to kick in. I started feeling a little twitchy. So I was like, you know what? This scale is stupid. I'm going to check it. And once I check it, I'm going to get on again. I checked the scale. I was like, okay, let's just try this again. Turned the power on to get back on the scale, and the scale said 171. And I felt happy. I was like, okay, I'm happy, but let me get on this scale again because, you know, I need to double check. So I get on the scale again, 171. Second time, 171. I was like, okay, third time's a charm. Let's get on the scale again. I got on the scale for the third time, 171. I'm like, there it goes. There it goes. I mean, there it goes. There's no argument here. I am 171. We're going to stick with 171. So I'm officially 9 pounds down from my initial weigh-in day. My computer just did some funky like freeze, but whatever. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'm officially down 9 pounds. It took 45 days to do that, but hey, it's not gonna be a fast process for everybody. Um, and I knew for me going in that it wouldn't be a fast process because I've kind of maintained a decent diet before I started keto. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a long time to get back to 180. Like I didn't just get to 180 in a couple months. It took me a whole like year to gain to get back to 180. So I knew that it would be difficult for me to um, I knew that it would be, I wouldn't say difficult, but I knew I wouldn't obtain my weight loss the way that I wanted to or anticipated in a short time. So I prepared myself to, have a slow weight loss journey. Yes, the journey is 90 days, but there is a possibility that I will continue um, to do it past that 90 days, depending on, if goals have been reached or not. Um, and so, um, I could go into like my plans and stuff, but I think I'll wait to do that once I'm done with my 90 days. Technically, we're halfway through and I've lost 9 pounds. And I would like to lose another, I'm going to say I would love to lose 11 pounds in the next 45 days so that it'll be like 20 pounds down. Like, I would love to do that. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm going to aim for that. So there are some things that I got to tweak in order to continue to lose weight, and that's what I'm going to do. Um, so yeah, that's crazy story time, huh? Little story time for you about this weight loss today. But we are going to get into what I had today. I worked out. I went to my gym and did my class, my power circuit class. And so yeah, I had a good workout today. So let's get into the food. So I had my first meal today around 11:30. I had a meeting. I typically try to wait until 12. Well, I can eat after 11 because typically I'm done eating by 7 o'clock. But if I can push it to 12, I will push it to 12. Well, I had a meeting today at 12, so I was like, let me eat because this meeting is going to be from 12 to 2, and I don't know if I can wait until 2 o'clock. So let's just, you know, get this food in your body. So the first thing that I made myself, I've been doing this for the last couple days, I want to say, or at least I know I did it another day this week. I made myself like a breakfast taco. And with that taco, I use like the 3 net carb mission tortilla, and I put inside of that tortilla 2 scrambled eggs with cheese and red yellow peppers. Um, and then I had 2 pieces of thick cut bacon that I added to that tortilla. And then I made myself some coffee. And I had my usuals in the coffee. I had like a teaspoon of heavy whipping cream and a tablespoon of the caramel macchiato sugar-free creamer. And so that's what I had at like 11:30, 11:45 actually. And then for dinner, okay, so for dinner, I caught myself the first time trying to maybe like fry me some chicken tenderloins, to eat like some chicken strips. And I use almond flour, to as my batter or as my breading for the chicken tenders. Now, It was the first time I've ever breaded anything with almond flour. It's the first time I ever used almond flour in general. Typically, I would just grill my chicken or something like that. Like, I don't try to find ways to eat like fried chicken or nothing like that. So I was like, let me just try something new. I never know if I'll like it, so I tried it. It wasn't bad, but it's not something that I would do again, you know? It was okay. And then I had like a Cobb salad on the side of that. So I had made myself initially two chicken tenders, but I only ate one of them. And then I ate the Cobb salad. The Cobb salad came with blue cheese and ranch. And then I had some strawberries cut up with some whipped cream on them. And that's what I ate for today. Um, so let's go through the stats for this. I know this video is long. Alright, so the stats for this today are as follows. Alright, so I had 75.7 grams of fat today, which totaled to 65% of my diet. So my fat wasn't as high as it usually is. I had 21.7 grams of carbs, which made up 8% of my diet, which isn't too bad. I try to, stick with about 7% of carbs of my diet. And then my protein was 68.7 grams, which totaled to 26% of that was protein. So 68.7 grams of protein, which made up 26% of my diet. So if I could have just took some of the protein and moved it over to the fat side, um, that would have been a little better. But so I didn't do too bad. I'm trying to stay below 25 grams of carbs, but I am going to, now that I'm at day 45, I'm going to go to 20 days or 20 grams of carbs now. 20 grams. And so now every 15 days, I think that I'm going to take off another 5 grams, and hopefully that will give me the weight loss that I am looking for. I don't know. We will see. But from this day forward, I will be going with 20 grams of carbs. So that is my plan from now on, is to do 20 grams. And so that's it for today. I know it was a lengthy video, but I don't know. I made a little story time out of my weight loss today, but I'm excited nevertheless. Like, I'm excited. It's just motivation for me to keep going and, reach my the potential that I know that I can be at. So, all right, until next time.